This is not my stuff. I'm having a hard time getting in. Where did it go? I am trying to log into one of my groups and I can't find it. So give me just a second. Hey, everybody. I will invite Miss Sheila in. Give me 1 second. Okay, Sheila. Okay, give me just a few minutes. I am trying to add someone into this feed. Give me 1 second. Okay, Sheila. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Hey, Sheila. Sometimes it good. I'm doing great. Sometimes it freezes up. So if we come into a freeze, I'll kind of pause for a minute. Give me just 1 second. I am going to pull something up. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm gonna start adding people real quick, and then if you'd like, you can add them as you know, add friends as well. Let me pull them in real quick. Give me a few minutes. I always try to get a few viewers. There we go. I'm going to try to feed in from YouTube as well. Give me a few seconds. I'm going to pull up your information real quick. So what I'm going to do is, you know, viewers will come in as, you know, as they come in. But what I want to do is I'm just going to tell a little bit, just kind of give your name, where you're from. And then basically you can kind of tell about your organization. And then I'll just ask you some questions on what we can do as a Black community on making sure we're, you know, taking care of our health, going to the doctors and different things like that. Okay. So just give me a few minutes. I want to try to build up an audience before we start going deep into it. So give me a few minutes.
Okay.
I wore pink. It's like, look, I don't see pink. Okay, give me a second. I'm also on, and I don't quite know how to use the YouTube yet. My children's dad was trying to explain it to me, and I'm trying to learn how to use it. I just subscribed to it, so that's what was taking me a while. Okay. Give me a few minutes. Let me see.
Okay, I'll see if I can invite some people.
Okay.
Let's see.
And I do see a few coming in, so they'll come in as all right, Miss Sheila, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and kind of tell them who you are. Okay, everybody, this is our Thursday night talk. And tonight we're going to be talking about cancer in the Black community. And who we have with us tonight, Sheila Edwards. She was born and raised in Austin, Texas. She also attended school in the Austin Independent School District and graduated at William B. Travis High School. And she went to Virginia College. So can you tell us a little bit about your foundation and what inspired you into starting this, your foundation?
Okay, well, thank you for having me on this evening. The name of our foundation is the Nailed It Foundation. It's me and my 3 siblings. Our mom passed from ovarian cancer in August of 2013. And so we organized this so we can share awareness and let people know about ovarian cancer. We never heard of it until it happened. Mm-hmm. So we just decided, well, as a way to honor her and keep her legacy going, is that we'll just provide as much information as we can, and we're still learning as we go.
Okay.
I volunteer with the National Ovarian Cancer Coalition, the Austin chapter. So when I'm not with them spreading information, then I do things on behalf of Nailed It. So I won't have to go through red tape, or it won't be as formalized. We get together. I just did something last month at church where I just provided some information that I'll provide to you guys tonight.
Okay. All right. And so when your mom found out that she had cancer, did she have like was she getting a regular checkup, or was this something that kind of happened by just maybe getting sick and going to the doctor, or had she been going on a regular basis?
Well, she was a diabetic, so she was going every 3 months for that.
Okay.
It initially started out as multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer.
Okay.
So when she went into the hospital in 2012 for that to have her blood cleansed, that's when they found the mass.
Oh.
They did tested at that time because they were trying to get her blood together. Then she had a hole in her heart. Then she had a stroke. And then they were able to do something about the mass. By the time they diagnosed it, it was stage 4.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very large mass. They did surgery. They removed 99% of it. She was cancer-free for 6 months. And when that 1% came back, it had spread to other areas of her body.
Mm-hmm.
And within a couple of weeks, we lost her.
Oh, my goodness. So with your research, have you noticed that more Black people, the type of cancers that they get, it's more aggressive? And why do you think that is?
Well, actually, from the research that I did today, ovarian cancer is the highest among African Americans. The BRCA1 gene is 16.3%, and the BRCA2 gene is 11.6%.
Okay.
So ovarian cancer is not easily detected. It's not like you just go in and have a blood test done. You have to have a CAT scan, or they'll have to do a biopsy.
Okay.
So they can say it's cancer, but until they look at it under the microscope and do additional testing, they may not know for sure which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of us, meaning African Americans, are afraid to go to the doctor.
No, I agree.
We're afraid to hear what they're going to say to us. We're afraid of just doctors in general. When we need to go, we need to be our own advocate.
Right.
You know your body. You know when something is not right. So you need to go and advocate for yourself. And if you don't like what that one doctor is telling you, go to another doctor. Just like you would go shop somewhere else because you didn't like that customer service, go to another doctor and be your own advocate and find someone that will listen to you. Right.
And as far as her treatments, did she have to go through like the chemo, radiation, or did she kind of opt out of that?
She did both.
Mm-hmm.
After the stroke, she lost feeling in her left side, so she was confined to a bed and a wheelchair.
Oh, okay.
She was in therapy at a rehabilitation place. We could not provide her the care she needed at home, so she was at a rehabilitation place. And in order for her insurance to pay for her chemo and radiation, the doctor had to check her into the hospital for 24 hours so she could receive her services. Initially, the symptoms of ovarian cancer that people need to be aware of is bloating, pelvic or abdominal pain, trouble eating or feeling full quickly, upset stomach, pain during sex, constipation, or menstrual changes. And all of those are symptoms that sound just like regular something that you wouldn't even think of.
Right.
That may be towards ovarian cancer. It's like I said before, there's no simple test for ovarian cancer. The Pap test does not detect ovarian cancer. It detects cervical cancer.
Okay. And so what is your knowledge as far as breast cancer is concerned? Now, I've lost two. I lost a first cousin to breast cancer. And it's kind of like what you said earlier. I think it happened like it started when she lived in Washington. She went in, she said she had a breast exam and they found a lump, but they said it was nothing. So then a year later, she was at home and she said she called me and said she noticed she felt a lump the size of a grapefruit, which was kind of odd because that's telling me that apparently she wasn't doing a breast examination monthly. And so I told her she needed to go to the hospital, immediately. I'm a panic freak. So I was like, you need to go to the hospital and see what it is, because cancer runs in our family on both sides. And so she went, and when she went, she was actually in stage 3 cancer. And then from there, it just like within weeks, she went from 3 to 4. And not too much after that, she eventually passed. But I do remember when I was talking with her, I asked her, why didn't you go? Like, why didn't you check yourself out? And she said exactly what you said. She was afraid to go and hear that she had cancer. And what is your advice to us, African Americans, when it come down to stuff like that? If you wait to the last minute, there's nothing they can do. So, like, what are you telling people?
My advice is, and you know your body.
Mhm.
You know when something's not right. Please don't be afraid to get checked out. I can't stress that enough. The doctor told me and my sister that the ovarian cancer was not hereditary, but we should still get checked out.
Right.
I went to my regular well woman checkup, and my doctor gave me a referral to Texas Oncology for testing. But this was right after my mom passed. I was too afraid. I knew I didn't have it, but my mindset was not there yet. It took me